kind of mad they made me go after you, Miss Linda, but really, when I look at that video, so many things come to mind. And once I got that phone call and started planning for this process, I really was hoping that I could make it. But first thing came to mind is who I wanted to be here and who I wanted to support me. But first, I want to thank the other attendees. If it wasn't for you guys, just like me, I had a vision to come to UCF and do something great. So I want to thank you guys for believing in the same thing. Joe, I got to thank you specifically, man, because just like you just said, you were one of the people that I realized and remembered a leader, captain, worked hard, did the right thing on and off the field. So a special thanks to you. I never told you that, but as a freshman, a young kid, people see that. And you didn't say much, and your work showed it. So I appreciate you. I can start from the beginning. First off with my parents. My mom, my dad, both here tonight. Because of you guys, I've been able to do what I'm able to do. You never forced me to play a sport. You guys were tough, but you were supportive. You loved me, and as a young kid, that's all I could ask for. And as I go on and be parents to my children, I'm truly thankful. You guys have been a blessing, and I can't say enough about it. Thank you guys. Gotta hold the tears, y'all. To my grandparents, I got all my grandparents here tonight. I got all 5 of them, and I'm so blessed for that. But obviously, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be standing here today. So, no, thank each and every one of you for your support over the years. I'm so blessed that you've been in my life. Growing up, you've watched me, you looked after me, you've taken care of me. So just thank y'all for being here. I want to get into my story a little bit because I do got some more people to thank, but as a kid that was born here in Central Florida, grew up in Syracuse, New York, was recruited by a few different schools, but Coach Gilbert came and saw me practicing up in Syracuse, New York, and came down and spread the good word about Latavius Murray from Syracuse, New York, then became recruited to UCF. And so I want to thank Coach O'Leary for believing in me, seeing what you saw in me, to continue that recruitment, to bring me in here. And look, I know a lot of things people didn't agree with and how you went about coaching, but I tell you this, the way I've been able to carry out my career at the next level, you're a big reason for that. You made me a man. You were tough. You made us. You held us accountable. And there hasn't been a coach in the National Football League or anyone that ever come close to you. So just know that you prepared me for life. Hey, and I mean that in a good way. Trust me, Coach. Coach Gotsey, I think about my freshman year, and he's the main one who taught me the X's and O's about the game of football. He was not just a coach that cared about, okay, how well did you play, how well did you run. No, you need to know the game. You know the game, you can play faster. And so I really want to, give a big thanks to him. He's not here right now. He's actually with the Baltimore Ravens as a tight ends coach, but someone that really stuck with me. And so in my freshman year, I got hurt. I was playing pickup basketball. at the rec center. Much like Joe, I wasn't a McDonald's All-American. I thought I was. But, I love the game of basketball, and I was playing and injured my knee, dislocated my knee. Mary would be mad if I don't explain how severe this was. I dislocated my knee, and I had, not a great chance of being able to play football again. Correct, Mary? All right. And so a huge shout out to Mary, huge shout out to Doc for, fixing me back up. And obviously surgery went well, and I was able to rehab from that and step foot on the field again. So Mary, thank you for your support during that time. Never forget it. I'll never forget my dad and my grandma walking in the room after surgery, so I appreciate y'all during that time. When I think about that year I had surgery, I want to talk about this. So I decided to possibly transfer to another school. I got to give y'all the whole thing if I don't. Yeah. I still got a lot of UCF pride, but I was young and I wanted to leave. I wanted to transfer. I was homesick. And I asked for my release. Coach granted me my release, right? He told me good luck, good riddance, as he would say. That didn't work out too well. Obviously, I'm still right here, but my mom, she said, hey, you need to get back on the phone and ask Coach for your scholarship back. And I was able to do that. And so, Coach, again, thanks again for, I guess I'm going to thank you the most up here tonight. Huh? But during that time of rehab and recovering, the game was taken away from me, and I learned so much about that. When something's taken away from you, you appreciate it a lot more. But part of the reason I came to UCF is because not only it was 30 degrees in October and November in Syracuse, but I had family close by that I leaned on. My uncle is here tonight. My dear friend Rick over there is here tonight. My dad, my grandmother, the people here locally, I was able to lean on during that tough time. And I'm so grateful for that because it really turned me into the person that I am, and allowed me to go out here and be successful at UCF because I needed family. I needed them in a tough time. And so we fast forward, was able to obviously, get the first bowl win in UCF history in the Liberty Bowl. If I look at that season, I started that season at H-back. And so if you look and say anything is possible, I finished that season as an MVP. And so when I look, thank you. And so when I look back, you really can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you have a great support system around you and you put the work in. Got to thank my wife. Now, my wife was not here for my UCF journey. We connected after school, but she's been a part of my biggest journey so far. That's marriage, and that's fatherhood and parenting. So, got to thank you for that, and thank you for your continued support, sacrifices that's allowed me to continue to play the game that I love today. I got to thank all my teammates, my offensive line. It wouldn't have been possible with them if they weren't doing what they were doing. Mary, I already thanked you. Christy Belden was a financial advisor. Just a huge help in allowing me to find the right classes, motivating me to get me to understand the importance of education and not just the player on the field. Thad, the equipment guys, Coach Ellis and Sinclair, they were tough in the weight room. Again, made man out of us. And that allowed me to go on, and to the next level and thrive truly. And that's really it. When I think about my time at UCF, and just much like, today, like I never imagined being here, standing here before you. I was an 18-year-old kid that just wanted to play football and wanted to get a scholarship and wanted to play well. And so the fact that I'm sitting here as a inductee in the Hall of Fame is just truly a blessing. I'm humbled, I'm honored by it, and I really appreciate everybody that supported me over the years. So thank you.